Love can be confusing, especially when you're trying to figure out if a man is truly serious about you or if he's simply enjoying the moment. For many women, the biggest question in a relationship isn't about attraction or chemistry, it's about commitment. Does he see me as part of his future? Does he truly want to build a life with me? These questions can weigh heavily on the heart, and the answers aren't always found in his words alone. Instead, they're revealed in his actions, his choices, and the way he shows up for you every single day. Commitment is not just about saying, "I love you." Anyone can say those words, but not everyone can back them up with consistency, loyalty, and long-term vision. A man who is truly ready to commit will reveal it through the way he integrates you into his life, prioritizes your happiness, and makes you feel secure without doubts. He won't just think about today. He'll think about tomorrow, and he'll want you to be a part of every plan, dream, and challenge ahead. It's important to understand that commitment isn't measured by grand gestures alone. Flowers, gifts, and romantic dates can be beautiful, but they don't always reflect long-term intention. What really matters is the steady effort, the little decisions, and the quiet reassurances that prove he's building something solid with you. From introducing you proudly to his friends and family, to resolving conflicts instead of ignoring them, to talking openly about loyalty, these are the signs that separate a fleeting relationship from a lifelong partnership. This guide is designed to help you recognize those powerful signals. Each of the 15 signs we'll explore goes beyond surface attraction and digs into the deeper behaviors that show a man's true intentions. These are not quick guesses or vague gestures. They are patterns that reveal whether he's serious about investing in your future together. Reading these signs doesn't mean you need to overanalyze every small action. Instead, look at the bigger picture. Is he consistent, reliable, and intentional in the way he treats you? Does he make you feel cherished and secure? Does he not only dream of his own future, but also see you as a permanent part of it? When the answer to these questions is yes, you can trust that his love is not casual. It's committed. By the end of this guide, you'll have a clearer understanding of what commitment truly looks like in action. You'll be able to separate empty promises from genuine devotion, and you'll know when a man is showing you, through every choice he makes, that he wants you by his side for life. He introduces you to his family and close friends. When a man introduces you to his family and close friends, it is one of the clearest and most powerful signs that he is serious about you and ready to commit. For most people, family and close friends represent their inner circle, the people they trust most and whose opinions they value deeply. Inviting you into that circle is not a casual step. It shows that he sees you as more than just someone temporary in his life. Think about it. A man who is only interested in short-term fun or keeping things casual will usually avoid situations where you meet the people closest to him. He'll keep those worlds separate. But a man who takes you seriously wants to bridge that gap. He wants the people he loves to know you, and he wants you to feel comfortable around them. It's his way of saying, "You're important to me, and I see you as part of my world." This step also shows vulnerability. Meeting family and friends means you'll see another side of him, his background, how he grew up, the relationships that shaped him. By opening that door, he is inviting you into his life on a deeper level, not just the polished version he shows to acquaintances. Another layer of this commitment is that he is seeking approval. When a man values a relationship, he cares about how his family and close friends see you. Their acceptance matters because he is envisioning a future where you fit into that picture. If he proudly introduces you, it's because he believes in the relationship enough to share it openly. In short, when a man takes this step, it's not just about a casual dinner or a friendly hangout. It's his way of showing that you matter, that you belong in his future, and that he wants you to be recognized as a significant part of his life. He talks about future plans with you in them. When a man begins to talk about his future and includes you in it, it's one of the strongest signs that he is genuinely committed and sees you as part of his long-term life journey. Future talk is never casual. It reflects how he envisions his life unfolding, and when your presence is a constant in those plans, it means he doesn't see his future without you in it. This can show up in many subtle and obvious ways. For example, he might talk about where he wants to travel and instantly say, "We should go there together." He could mention buying a house one day and add, "I'd want us to have a place with a big kitchen." Even something as simple as talking about next year's holidays, birthdays, or family events with you included demonstrates that he's thinking far beyond just today. These little references may seem small, but they are huge in terms of emotional significance. It also shows security. A man who is uncertain about his feelings won't bring you into his long-term vision. If he does, it means he's serious about building stability and consistency with you. He wants to plant the idea in your mind that he's not going anywhere, that he sees you as part of his story, and that he is ready to align his dreams with yours. More importantly, when he shares future plans, he's not just dreaming alone, he's inviting your input. He wants to know what you imagine for yourself so he can see how both of your visions align. This is a sign of maturity and partnership, because he's not only thinking about his own goals, but also how to merge them with yours. In essence, when a man constantly places you in his future, it's his way of silently saying, "I want you there, I need you there, and I'm building my life around us, not just me." 3. He is consistent with his words and actions. When a man is consistent with his words and actions, it's one of the most reliable indicators that he truly wants to commit to you. Many people can make promises, but what separates genuine commitment from empty talk is the ability to follow through, repeatedly, over time, without excuses. Consistency means he doesn't just say he cares, he shows it. He doesn't just talk about being there for you, he actually shows up. This pattern builds trust, because you begin to see that his actions align with what he tells you. For instance, if he says he'll call you after work, he does. If he tells you he's serious about building a future together, his day-to-day choices reflect that, whether it's being loyal, making time for you, or considering your feelings and decisions. Consistency isn't about grand gestures. It's about the steady reliability that creates a safe emotional foundation. A man who is inconsistent might be affectionate one day and distant the next, or he may promise things that never happen. That kind of behavior creates doubt and instability. But when he's consistent, it shows maturity, emotional stability, and sincerity. He is proving through actions that he can be trusted to do what he says, not just when it's convenient, but as a constant part of who he is. Consistency also shows that you are a priority, not an option. He doesn't disappear when life gets busy, nor does he let stress or distractions make you feel forgotten. Instead, he makes sure you feel secure, valued, and respected at all times. In a committed relationship, this reliability is everything. It tells you that he's not playing games, not testing waters. He's serious. His actions become a silent promise, louder than words, that you can depend on him today, tomorrow, and in the future. He prioritizes your needs and happiness. A man prioritizes your needs and happiness. It's one of the most telling signs that he's ready for true commitment. Commitment isn't just about saying, "I love you," or making promises. It's about actively showing that your well-being matters to him as much as, and sometimes even more than, his own. When he puts your needs at the forefront, he's proving that he values the relationship deeply and is willing to make sacrifices to keep you fulfilled and secure. This doesn't mean he abandons his own identity or neglects himself, but rather that he makes choices with you in mind. For example, he may go out of his way to check how you're feeling after a long day, adjust his schedule to spend quality time with you, or compromise on plans so that you feel included and happy. Even in small, everyday gestures, like bringing you your favorite snack, listening attentively to your worries, or respecting when you need space, he demonstrates that your comfort and joy are a top priority. Prioritizing your happiness also reflects emotional maturity. It shows he understands that a healthy relationship thrives when both partners feel cared for. A man who is serious about you won't just do what benefits him, he'll think about how his actions affect you. Whether it's making big life decisions or simply choosing how to spend a weekend, he'll naturally consider what will make you happiest too. Most importantly, when he consistently puts your needs first, it creates a safe space where you don't have to question his intentions. You know that he sees you as a partner worth cherishing, not just someone temporary. This behavior signals that he's not only invested in the present, but also committed to building a future where your happiness is part of his mission. 5. He makes long-term financial or life plans including you. When a man makes long-term financial or life plans that include you, it's a powerful indicator that he is deeply committed and envisions a future with you by his side. Money and life. Choices are sensitive areas for most people. They reveal priorities, values, and long-term vision. If he brings you into these discussions, it means he doesn't see you as temporary. He sees you as part of the bigger picture he is building. This could show up in different ways. He might talk about saving for a house together, planning investments, or even casually mentioning how we should handle finances in the future. It may also extend beyond money, such as discussing where to live, what kind of lifestyle you both want, or how to balance careers and family goals. By using we instead of I, he's showing that his decisions aren't just about him anymore. They're about both of you as a unit. This step takes vulnerability because financial and life planning opens up a very personal side of him. It means he trusts you with sensitive information and wants to share responsibility with you. Instead of making decisions alone, he's actively inviting you to have a say in shaping the future you'll share. A man who isn't serious won't involve you in these conversations. He'll avoid talking about money, housing, or life choices because he doesn't plan for you to be there long term. But a man who is committed wants to align his vision with yours. He wants to make sure both of your dreams can merge into a shared reality. Ultimately, when he starts building his long-term plans around you, it's one of the clearest signs that he's not just thinking about dating, he's thinking about building a life. He shares his personal struggles and dreams. When a man shares his personal struggles and dreams with you, it's a deeply intimate sign that he wants to commit and sees you as someone he can truly trust. Many men are taught to hide vulnerability, to put on a strong front, and to keep their fears or insecurities locked away. So, when he chooses to open up to you about his battles, whether they are financial worries, career doubts, family issues, or personal insecurities, it shows he no longer sees you as just a girlfriend or casual partner. He sees you as a teammate, someone safe enough to hold his truth. This act of vulnerability is powerful because it reflects trust. By sharing his struggles, he's essentially saying, I believe you won't judge me or walk away when you see my flaws. He's inviting you into the parts of his life that not everyone gets to witness. And when he also talks about his dreams, the ambitions, the places he wants to go, the person he wants to become, it means he's envisioning you beside him as those dreams unfold. He's not just telling you his goals for the sake of it. He's letting you know where he's heading, so you can picture being part of that journey. When a man is serious, he won't shy away from the difficult conversations. He'll let you in on both his highs and lows, because he understands that true partnership is about sharing burdens as much as celebrating victories. By opening up about both his struggles and his hopes, he's building a deeper emotional bond with you, one rooted in honesty, trust, and future-oriented connection. In short, when he allows you to see his wounds and his wildest hopes, it's not weakness, it's commitment. He's saying, I want you to know all of me because I see you in my forever. 7. He respects your boundaries and values. When a man respects your boundaries and values, it's one of the clearest and most meaningful signs that he is serious about committing to you. Respect is the foundation of any healthy relationship, and when he shows that he honors your limits, both physical and emotional, it proves he isn't just thinking about what he wants, but about what makes you feel safe, valued, and secure. Boundaries can look different for everyone. They may be about physical intimacy, personal space, time with friends and family, or even how you want to be treated in communication. A man who is committed will never pressure you to do something that makes you uncomfortable. Instead, he'll listen, adjust, and make sure you feel respected. For example, if you say you need time alone after a stressful day, he won't guilt-trip you, he'll support it. If you set boundaries about how you expect to be spoken to in arguments, he'll do his best to communicate without crossing those lines. Beyond boundaries, respecting your values is equally important. Your values represent who you are at your core, your beliefs, your morals, your priorities in life. When a man takes those seriously, it shows he sees you as a whole person, not just as someone to date casually. He might not always share the exact same values, but he'll honor them. If family is important to you, he'll respect that. If you value honesty above all else, he'll work to build trust with transparency. This respect proves maturity. It shows that he's not with you just for convenience, control, or surface-level attraction. He's with you because he genuinely values your individuality and wants to build a partnership that makes you both feel fulfilled. In the end, commitment isn't about grand promises. It's about daily actions. And when a man consistently respects your boundaries and values, he's showing that he wants to protect the relationship, nurture your trust, and prove his love in ways that truly last. He wants to resolve conflicts instead of ignoring them. When a man wants to resolve conflicts instead of ignoring them, it reveals a level of maturity and commitment that goes far beyond casual relationships. Conflict is inevitable in any partnership. No two people will ever agree on everything. What truly matters is how those conflicts are handled. A man who is serious about you won't run from disagreements, shut down, or pretend problems don't exist. Instead, he'll lean in and work with you to find solutions, because he values the relationship more than his ego or temporary comfort. Avoiding conflict might feel easier in the short term, but it creates distance and resentment over time. A man who is not invested will often brush issues under the rug, change the subject, or disappear until things cool down. But when he cares deeply and wants a future with you, he won't allow unresolved issues to linger. He knows that silence, avoidance, or dismissing your feelings only weakens the bond, and he's not willing to risk that. Resolving conflicts means he listens to your perspective, even if it's uncomfortable. He doesn't aim to win the argument. He aims to understand. He's willing to compromise, apologize when he's wrong, and make changes where necessary. By doing this, he sends the message that your feelings matter and that the relationship is worth the effort it takes to grow through challenges. More importantly, his approach to conflict shows emotional security. He doesn't fear that a disagreement means the end of the relationship. Instead, he views conflict as an opportunity to strengthen communication, deepen trust, and build a healthier bond. In short, when a man chooses resolution over avoidance, he's saying with his actions, "I want us to last, so I won't let anger, pride, or silence destroy what we're building." That willingness to face difficulties together is one of the strongest signs of true commitment. He includes you in major decisions. When a man includes you in major decisions, it is a powerful signal that he truly values you as a life partner and is serious about long-term commitment. Decisions about career moves, finances, living arrangements, or even big lifestyle choices often shape the direction of a person's future. If he actively seeks your input before making such choices, it means he doesn't see himself walking this journey alone. He sees both of you as a unit. This behavior reflects respect and trust. He acknowledges that your perspective matters, and he doesn't want to move forward without considering how it will impact you. For instance, if he's offered a new job in another city, instead of deciding on his own, he will discuss it with you first because he knows such a move affects both of your lives. Similarly, when planning finances, investments, or even something as personal as changing his daily routine, he will factor in your thoughts and feelings. By including you, he's also showing vulnerability. Big decisions carry risks, and sharing those choices means he trusts you enough to let you see his uncertainties and ambitions. It also means he values teamwork. He doesn't want to build a future alone and then ask you to fit into it. Instead, he wants to create that future together. A man who avoids involving you in important choices is often signaling that he doesn't see you as part of his long-term life. But when he brings you in, it demonstrates that he not only loves you, but also respects your role in shaping the direction of his life. Ultimately, being part of his decision-making process shows that he views you as a true partner, not someone temporary, but someone permanent. It's his way of saying, "Your voice matters to me, and I want us to build this life together, side by side." 10. He talks openly about commitment and loyalty. When a man talks openly about commitment and loyalty, It's one of the most direct and undeniable signs that he's serious about you. Many men avoid conversations about long-term commitment when they're unsure or not ready for something lasting. So when he not only brings up the topic but does so with honesty and clarity, it means he's confident about what he wants. And what he wants is you. Commitment and loyalty are not just words, they are values. If he's serious, he'll make it clear that he isn't interested in games, flings, or keeping his options open. Instead, he'll openly express that exclusivity and loyalty are important to him. He might say things like, "I don't want anyone else but you," or "I'm not here to waste your time, I want something real." These conversations show you that he doesn't fear labels or long-term responsibility. Rather, he embraces them because he sees the relationship as meaningful and worth protecting. When he speaks about loyalty, he's revealing how much he values trust. He'll want you to feel secure, knowing that you don't have to compete with anyone else for his attention. This isn't just about avoiding betrayal. It's about creating a foundation where you both feel safe to be vulnerable, open, and fully invested. Furthermore, when he consistently talks about commitment, he's setting a tone for the relationship. He wants to build with you, not just pass time. He's communicating his long-term intentions, ensuring that you understand his vision and feel confident about where things are headed. A man who's serious won't make you guess or wonder about his loyalty. Instead, he'll openly share his beliefs, reassure you of his intentions, and align his actions with his words. That transparency itself is proof of his commitment, because love that lasts is never hidden. It's spoken and lived every single day. He shows effort to build a stable foundation with you. When a man shows effort to build a stable foundation with you, it's one of the clearest signs that he's not just in the relationship for the present moment. He's in it for the long haul. A stable foundation is the backbone of a lasting relationship, and when he actively works to create that with you, it means he's serious about building a future together. This effort can appear in many ways. He might take care of practical things, like managing finances wisely, planning for a secure home, or maintaining a steady career path so the relationship has stability. Beyond material aspects, he also invests emotionally, showing up consistently, listening to your concerns, and creating an environment where you feel safe and valued. His actions reveal that he's not just coasting along but intentionally laying bricks for a strong partnership. One key part of building a foundation is reliability. A man who wants commitment makes sure you can depend on him, whether it's in small promises or big life responsibilities. If he says he'll be there, he is. If challenges arise, he doesn't run. He faces them with you. This kind of consistency is his way of saying, "You can count on me no matter what." Another important element is vision. He doesn't just focus on today. He thinks about tomorrow and beyond. He wants to establish habits, routines, and plans that make your relationship stronger over time. This could include discussing shared values, working through conflicts constructively, or making decisions that benefit the relationship instead of just himself. Ultimately, when a man puts in the effort to create a stable foundation, he's telling you with his actions that he wants permanence. He's not leaving the relationship up to chance. He's intentionally preparing the ground for both of you to thrive together. That kind of effort isn't casual. It's love anchored in commitment. He makes you feel secure and loved without doubts. When a man makes you feel secure and loved without doubts, it's one of the most powerful signs of genuine commitment. Real commitment isn't only about words. It's about creating an environment where you feel safe, valued, and confident in the relationship. A man who is serious about you will go out of his way to make sure you never have to question where you stand with him. Security in a relationship shows itself in consistency. He doesn't send mixed signals or disappear when things get tough. Instead, he reassures you with both his words and his actions. He checks in with you, keeps his promises, and makes it clear through small gestures. A kind word, a thoughtful message, or simply being present, that you are loved. This removes the fear of uncertainty and replaces it with trust. Making you feel secure also means he doesn't play games. He doesn't compare you to others, flirt behind your back, or leave you guessing about his intentions. Instead, he treats the relationship as something sacred. You feel confident that he's loyal because he shows transparency. You know where he stands, and his behavior leaves no room for doubt. The loved part comes from how he makes you feel every day. Love isn't only about grand romantic gestures, but about consistent care. Holding your hand when you're anxious, celebrating your victories, listening when you need to vent, or comforting you when you're low. These steady actions build a sense of warmth and belonging that words alone could never achieve. Ultimately, when a man gives you both security and love without doubts, he's proving that he isn't just passing time. He's deeply invested. He wants you to know with certainty that his heart is yours and his future includes you. That clarity is the essence of true commitment. He introduces you as his partner proudly. When a man introduces you as his partner proudly, it's a powerful declaration that he's serious about you and fully committed to the relationship. There's a difference between quietly dating someone and openly claiming them as an important part of your life. When he chooses the latter, it shows he's not hiding you, not keeping his options open, and not ashamed of the bond you share. Instead, he's honoring you by acknowledging you as someone who matters deeply to him. Pride in introducing you is about more than just words. It's about how he presents you to the people in his life. If he takes you to family gatherings, work events, or social outings with friends and says, "This is my girlfriend," or "This is my partner," he's signaling that your relationship is not just casual, but central to his identity. He wants the world to know you're together, and he's not afraid of being seen as committed. This action also builds a sense of belonging. When you're proudly introduced, you don't feel like an outsider in his world. Instead, you feel integrated into it. He's saying, "You're not just someone I see in private. You're someone I want by my side, everywhere I go." That's a huge sign of commitment, because it shows he's not compartmentalizing you into one part of his life. Equally important, his pride reflects admiration. He's proud of who you are and of the relationship you've built together. He wants others to see the person who makes him happy, and he isn't shy about showing it. This openness creates security and eliminates doubt, because when a man is serious, he won't hesitate to let others know how much you mean to him. In the end, introducing you proudly as his partner is his way of saying, "I choose you, and I want everyone to know it." That's love expressed with confidence, respect, and long-term intention. 10. He invests time in deepening your bond. When a man invests time in deepening your bond, it shows that he's not just interested in surface-level attraction or temporary fun. He's genuinely committed to building something lasting. Time is one of the most valuable things we can give, and when he chooses to spend it with you consistently and intentionally, it proves that you are a priority in his life. This effort goes beyond casual dates or routine conversations. He seeks to connect with you on a deeper emotional, intellectual, and spiritual level. For example, he'll ask meaningful questions about your past, your dreams, your fears, and your values because he wants to truly know you. He's not satisfied with small talk. He wants to understand what makes you who you are so he can build a stronger foundation with you. Investing time also means creating shared experiences. He plans activities that allow you both to grow closer, whether it's traveling together, learning something new as a couple, or simply having deep late-night conversations. These moments become memories that strengthen your bond and prove that he's working toward a future where your connection continues to evolve. Consistency is key here. A man who is committed doesn't just show up when it's convenient. He makes time even when life is busy. He carves out space for you because nurturing the relationship is important to him. He knows that lasting love isn't automatic. It requires attention, effort, and care. By putting in this effort, he's showing you that he values not just the relationship, but also your growth as individuals within it. He's investing in us, not just me. That intentional choice to deepen your bond reflects maturity and commitment, because it's not about short-term excitement, it's about building a lifelong connection. In essence, his time becomes proof of his love. And when a man gives you his most precious resource willingly, it's because he sees you as part of his forever. 15. He sees you as part of his lifelong journey. When a man sees you as part of his lifelong journey, it is the ultimate sign of commitment, the culmination of all the other behaviors that prove he's serious about building a future with you. This isn't about fleeting passion or temporary excitement. It's about vision, intention, and devotion. He doesn't just think of you in the context of now. He thinks of you as someone who belongs in his always. This perspective shows itself in the way he speaks and acts. He might talk about retirement, building a family, buying a home, or even the kind of life he wants decades down the road. And you are always in those pictures. He doesn't make future plans in isolation. He frames them with we instead of I. Whether it's the small dreams like traveling together or the big ones, like building a legacy, he places you at the center of his journey. It also shows in how he treats the relationship. A man who sees you as part of his forever isn't careless with your heart. He works to protect the bond, resolve conflicts, and grow alongside you because he knows love isn't just about passion, it's about partnership. He views challenges, not as reasons to quit, but as obstacles you'll overcome together. More importantly, he doesn't see you as someone who fits into his story temporarily. He sees you as co-author of that story. Your opinions, values, and dreams matter because he's not building a life for you. He's building it with you. In the end, when a man sees you as part of his lifelong journey, he's silently making the most profound vow: I don't just want you in my present. I want you in every chapter of my future. That vision of forever is the deepest expression of love and commitment.